This is Minecraft Bedrock's easiest Enderman XP farm. This thing will take you like half an hour to set up, and literally all you have to do is stand down here, smack the Enderman, you collect the XP underneath of those slabs, and then of course all of the Ender Pearls go down inside of this chest. This farm is super easy to set up, and just as efficient as the one where you have to go all the way down to y=0, build a huge chamber, except for this farm, you don't have to do any of that. With that out of the way, here's a materials list. And let's get straight into the video. Hold on really quickly. This December, I'm doing a special holiday giveaway for you guys. So this is for a piece of merch that is only being sent out to our Discord team and then one of you guys. The entries close one day before Christmas because we're going to be announcing the winner on Christmas. So if you're watching after that date, don't worry, here's some awesome content for you. Now, of course, since this is an Enderman farm, the first thing you want to do is find the stronghold, go through the portal, and then kill the Ender Dragon. Alright, so before we get started with building this farm, I would highly recommend you guys put a carved pumpkin onto your head to make sure that when you're building it, you don't accidentally look at any of the Endermen. I guess that's about it. With that being said, the first thing we want to do is go 128 blocks or 2 stacks of blocks away from the island. Then you want this to be the furthest point of the island. And as well, you want the blocks to be either leaves or some like carpet or anything like that, something where Enderman cannot teleport or spawn onto. So I'm going to do this and just build out my 2 stacks of blocks. All right, so I am about 2 stacks of blocks away. You can be a little more or a little closer. It's not perfect. It's just to make sure the Enderman on the other side on the actual island don't interfere with the rates and the Enderman spawning over here. Now, what you want to do is place down a double chest, just like that. Try not to fall into the void. You're going to have to jump and place, not a hopper up there. You want to place the hopper leading into the chest, and then you want to make a 3x3 square of hoppers, just like that. And this is where, of course, the Endermen are going to be killed. Now, I would highly recommend you guys expand this leaf platform out quite a lot, just to make sure you don't die while you're trying to use the farm. Something like this. I think that looks pretty good. And so it should now look like this. Now on top of these hoppers, you want to place down 9 carpet to make sure none of the XP can get stuck inside of there. Because if you don't have it, the XP will sit here and then other stuff will link to it and no XP will get to you. It's very annoying. Place some carpets on top of that. There we go. Now the next thing you want to do is place a block on the side and then take 3 slabs and place them on the top of the block there. And this isn't super necessary. It's just to make sure that you guys don't accidentally run into the Endermen and get hit by them, because that happens to me all the time and it is very annoying. So place some slabs right there. You then want to place another block on the side there. Take 3 more slabs and place it on the top. And of course, this is where you're going to be hitting the Enderman. And then you want to take 3 more slabs and you want to place them in the front right there. And we're actually going to have an endermite sitting on this position right here. This is so we don't have to look at the Endermen. They're going to automatically run over here. And also we put it on the back half of the block instead of on the front, because if it's here, the Endermen are going to be able to run up and attack the endermite, and eventually we'll end up dying, which would get very, very annoying. So we're going to work on the endermite part right now. All right, so the plan is we're going to first place down a rail and a minecart right there. And now what we need to do is get an endermite inside of this minecart. First things though, make sure you are on easy, normal, or hard mode, not peaceful, otherwise they will never spawn. And as well, you're going to want to place a name tag on him to make sure that he never despawns. Now, the name tag isn't 100% necessary if you're on a very good device, but on the lower end devices or a lot of Minecraft Bedrock, what happens is the endermite in the minecart cannot despawn because it's in a minecart. But if the endermite loads in before the minecart loads into the game, then it's going to despawn. So an easy way to make sure it never does is just by taking a name tag and putting him on. So what you want to do is grab some ender pearls. Actually, first, we're going to make a little box. So I've got some temporary dirt blocks here. And I'm just going to make a box around this area, throw down my ender pearls, and then whenever I get one, I can just put the name tag on him and push him into the minecart, making sure to put the name tag on first. Otherwise, it will not go on once it's already inside the minecart. Now, this can take a couple of stacks of ender pearls, and sometimes it only take 1 ender pearl. So it honestly fully depends on, the game and your RNG, I guess. And one more thing for you guys, once you do actually end up getting the endermite, it might be easier to get it inside of the minecart if you place it afterwards. Otherwise, if it's already there, sometimes it doesn't go into the minecart, which can be very annoying. So just build that up like this, get the endermite spawning here, name tag, and then get him inside that minecart. Just like that. There we go. Put the name tag on, place down the minecart if I can, and then he'll go in there. And then of course you can just go ahead and break all of your temporary blocks. And you don't actually have to break this rail either. You can keep that rail sitting there if you want. It doesn't really matter. Now, once you've got the endermite part done, we can of course go ahead and get started on the actual enderman spawning platform. Right before we do that though, I'm going to have you guys take some more leaves, place 2 on both of these sides, and then extend this to be 5 blocks long. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 block past the hoppers. And you want to do the same thing on the other side. Now, what you want to do from this point right here is go 20 leaf blocks out straight in this direction. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now, let me tell you guys why we go 20 blocks away before building the actual platform. I have this resource pack called Foxynotail's markers pack. It's linked down in the description if you want to check it out. You guys are going to be standing approximately right here. And if I turn this on, this is the spawning range. Now let me hop into creative really quickly to show you guys. So this green sphere here is where mobs are not able to spawn in. And then the red sphere is where mobs are able to spawn. Anything outside of this in simulation distance 4, and they're going to be out of simulation distance. Anything inside of here and they're too close. So all of the spawning should be in this range here between the green and the red. And as you can see, when we build 20 blocks out, that takes us just past the green. And then of course, we're going to make the square or the rectangle, whatever shape they're going to be spawning on. We're going to make it in this area here. So that's why we do 20 blocks away. So hopefully it's not too distracting. I'm actually going to keep this here just for 1 minute. What you want to do at the end of your leaf bridge, you should be in this area if you have the pack on, is you want to make a 20 by 20 square. So the first thing you want to do is go 9 blocks in both of these directions. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then of course this way as well. And I'm actually going to change that end block to a solid block as well. Make sure this is a solid block, of course, so the endermen are actually able to spawn. 7, 8, 9, perfect. And then from here, what you want to do is go 18 blocks in this direction, sorry. So you have a total of 19 blocks starting from here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 17, 18, 19, there we go. And as you can see, it did take us right to the edge of the red sphere, which means we are now going to be maximizing the amount of enderman spawns we can have inside of this farm. Now, of course, what you want to do is connect all these edges and then make one big square. And I believe this square is going to be 19 by 19. Okay, so as you can see, I now have my 19 by 19 square, and it is all within this red and green area. And if I come a little ways away, the endermen are going to spawn. And then of course, they're going to start to run over to there. Now, as you can see, there is a slight little flaw. I did forget to place one of the leaves here and the endermite died. So make sure you have the leaves. But one other small thing is oftentimes these endermen are going to run off of the edge. They're trying to go over this platform and they run off, which will get very, very annoying. So let me just go over and break this really quickly. And we're going to get started on some prevention to make sure that the endermen do not run off the edge. Now, my endermen actually seem to be doing fine, but I would still recommend doing this step because I find it does stop some of the endermen from falling off the edge. So what you want to do is go up to the second block up like that. And then you just want to place some blocks along not only these walls here, but you also want to go 7 blocks this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to do the same thing over here, just making sure that all of the endermen are able to actually stay on the platform. Again, if you don't do this, that's totally okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's totally okay, but I like to just completely optimize the enderman farms that we show. Now, of course, down this path, you're also going to want to add some walls here, going all the way from there and then bringing it down and then connecting it like this. So once you get it to right here, you just want to place a block right there and then a block just like that. Or sorry, that's actually wrong. You want to do it over this gap here. So over this gap, you want to place it like that. So I'm going to do the same thing right there. That's right. Fill in that, doesn't really matter. And then just bring this all the way down. And I believe that is the entire farm done. If I head into creative mode, you can see this should look like a 19 by 19 square with the leaf walls here, the leaf bridge all the way down to this area. Now I'm going to show you guys how to use the farm. So using the farm is very, very simple. All you have to do is crouch and then stand underneath here and just start smacking the enderman. That's it. Obviously, I would recommend that you guys have sharpness and maybe looting if you want to get more ender pearls. But as you're going to see, all I do is kill these guys. I'm collecting all of the XP underneath here. And then of course, all of the all of the ender pearls are going to go down inside of this chest. And then once all of these endermen die, let me just hop into creative mode to show you guys. Once I end up killing all of these endermen, of course, more are going to spawn back there. And then they're going to run down the pathway towards the endermite, but they are never going to be able to reach the endermite. Now, two things. The first one is you want to make sure you are on easy, normal, or hard for the best rates. And as well, when using this farm, you want to be on simulation distance 4. If you're higher and you see you can't change it, all you have to do is save and quit, click the pencil icon, and then change it there. Now, one more small detail I just noticed from, the enderman killing the endermite, which is not a bad idea. On top of all of these slabs, you want to take some carpets and place them down right there after you have the endermite in the minecart. Otherwise, as you just saw, the enderman teleported up here and killed my endermite. So make sure to place these carpets here. So there we go. That is it. The easiest Enderman XP farm inside of Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, make sure to enter that giveaway. It does end December 24th of 2024. So make sure to enter to get a chance to win that limited time merch. With that, if you guys enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And as well, you could download this exact world that I'm playing on here. It is the first link in the description. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. BlazedMC out.